Hi Team Green, it's Steve here, head coach for B2R Health Coaching and founder of Beginners to Runners. So today I thought I would show you how to do a pull-up. A pull-up, I hear you say. I can't do them. Well, most people can't when they first try. It took me quite a long time to be able to do my first proper pull-up, but there are lots of steps along the way. So I'm going to show you from easiest to hardest how to do a pull-up, okay? And it's different stages. So first of all, you won't have the strength to pull you up. There's two types of pull-up. The first type is a wide-armed pull-up, okay? Forwards, hands, wide hands, and this will work your back and your shoulders and your lats. And this is called a chin-up, which is using more of your biceps. Now today I'm not teaching you how to do a chin-up, which is that movement, okay? Today I'm going to teach you how to do a pull-up, and then I'll show you a chin-up another day, okay? So a pull-up is a fantastic exercise. In fact, I would say it's probably the best exercise you can do for strength, for weight loss, for endurance, everything. And the reason being is, think how many muscles you're using. You're using your traps here, you're using your rear delts, side delts, you're using your back lat muscles here, okay, they're the ones on the side. You're using your, I think they're called, I can't remember the name now, rhomboids I think they're called, okay. And what we're trying to do with a pull-up is that we're trying to overload the muscle. That means make the muscle work a bit harder than it's used to, and that means that your muscle goes, I need to grow back stronger so that I can complete this task. Because we as humans, we adapt. So starting with the easiest, you need to find yourself a bar, a straight bar like this, or a tree branch, or anything that you can put your arms up onto, okay? Then number one is this. All I want you to do is hang, okay? This is called a dead hang, and we're aiming to hang for 30 seconds if you can, okay? I'm not going to do it because I've got to do lots of different movements for you today, and I don't want to get too puffed out. So this is your dead hang. Hang for 30 seconds, put your feet down. Rest until your arms feel back to normal, have a little drink of water, and then we move on and we do it again. And what we're aiming to do is, if you can, 5 sets of 30 seconds. Now that will be too much at first, okay? So you might end up doing 5 sets of, the first one 10 seconds, the next one maybe 15 seconds, then another 10 seconds, okay? But it's 5 sets for as long as you can, up to 30 seconds. When you can do 5 times 30, you're ready for the next thing. Are you ready for the next thing? So I'm gonna leave a little gap by editing magic. Number 2 is we are going to hang like you did with the dead hang, but we are going to do rhombus. I can't remember what they're called now, the muscle. I must look that up. But basically we're going to do little pulls like this, okay? We're just tensing that back muscle and lifting slightly off. I'll show you from the back. So from here, you're literally just doing this movement, okay? And we're aiming to be able to do 5 of those, have a little break, 5 again, break, and we're going to do 5 times 5. So ultimately, you would have done 25 of these contractions, okay? You're not trying to lift yourself up, you're literally just trying to contract the muscle. Good, you with me so far? This is controlled fall. So this is number 3, okay? When you have managed the other 2 parts, you're then going to do these controlled falls. So I want you to go like this, jump up, and then try and fall down as slowly as you can control that fall until you're down to full extension, okay? I'll show you from the back. So we're going to jump up, and then from there, we're just going to fall as slowly as we can. 5 of those with a nice break in between until you can do 25, okay? When you can do 25 of those, now we're cooking, okay? So this is number 4. So once you've managed to do the others, and you're now at the point that you can do 5 times 5 falls under control, we're then going to try our first full pull-up, okay? So when we do the pull-up, you can either start in an up or a down position. I prefer to start by hanging. Okay, I'm going to lift my knees up, my arms are at full extension, I'm looking up and I'm slowly bringing my chin up and back down again, under control. I'll show you from behind. So again, my hands are a bit slippy because it's very hot today. So we put my arms, reasonable grip apart, from there, up and over. So you want to be able to do 10 of those really. So start by doing as many as you can manage in a round, and then have a break, take on another set, break, and eventually you want to be at the point where you can do, I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 10 nice, strong, fast ones. And then really, it is just a case of doing as many as you can manage. Personally, once you've got to being able to do 10, that's the time that you want to add weight. And now we're starting to get a bit more complicated because we're talking about overloading the muscles with weight. So when I go to the gym, I'll wear a belt which has got a chain on it, and then I can chain weights to it. So when I do the pull-ups, I'm lifting up extra weight because that will make my muscles stronger. So that's what, you don't need to go to that length, but if you want to build your shoulders, that's how you can. If you just want to stay toned and lean, pull-up's great, okay? You'll probably never be able to get to 10. It's very, very hard. It takes a long time and a lot of dedication. But 2 or 3 is great. And then we just have a break, 2 or 3 more, have a break, 2 or 3 more, you've still done 10, just to separate them out into the different rounds. So eventually, you want to be able to do this, and then from there, it's up, down, up, down, up, down, like so, until you can do 10. That is how to do a pull-up. Any questions, stick it in the comment. Thanks if you lasted to the end. I really appreciate you watching. Take care.